A grandiose narcissist will not yell. He will wait, then destroy your reputation quietly. 5 Types of People Who Can Ruin Your Life by Eddy. Audiobook summary and review by StoryShots. 10% of the people you meet will not just annoy you. They can end your career, your marriage, or your safety. And you will not see it coming until it is too late. That is the warning at the center of 5 Types of People Who Can Ruin Your Life, identifying and dealing with narcissists, sociopaths, and other high-conflict personalities, by Eddy, a lawyer and therapist who has spent decades mediating the worst conflicts imaginable. The charming ones are the dangerous sons. Most people assume danger looks obvious, loud, aggressive, easy to spot from across a room. The most damaging high-conflict personalities, narcissistic and antisocial types especially, often present as the most magnetic people in the room. Charisma is not a red flag they lack. It is the tool they use first. Think about the coworker who charmed the entire office within a week. That speed is not warmth. It is reconnaissance. Charm is not the opposite of danger. Sometimes it is the delivery system. If you have ever felt swept off your feet faster than felt reasonable, you have already met this pattern. You just did not know its name yet. Charm gets someone in the door. What keeps them there is something more calculated than personality. Every high-conflict person shares the same 4-part engine. Underneath all 5 types, narcissistic, borderline, antisocial, paranoid, and histrionic, sits one shared machine. 4 traits show up regardless of which personality you are facing: all-or-nothing thinking, unmanaged emotional intensity, extreme behavior or threats, and a compulsive need to blame someone else for it all. These traits do not cause conflict once and fade. They compound. A person fixated on blaming you today will still be fixated in a year because the pattern is structural, not situational. You cannot reason someone out of a pattern that was never built on reason. So what actually breaks the cycle if logic and distance do not work alone? That question does not have a simple answer. You are not failing to communicate with them. You are negotiating with a pattern that was never designed to resolve. The 90% rule that changes how you see everyone. One filter cuts through all the confusion. Would 90% of people ever do what this person just did? Scream in a business meeting. Publicly humiliate a partner over a minor disagreement. If the answer is no, you are not watching a bad day. You are watching a pattern. The bigger question is not how to spot these people. It is what happens after you spot one, when they have already made you their target of blame, and walking away is not an option, because they are your boss, your co-parent, or your sibling. That is where charm, the 4-part engine, and the 90% rule converge into something bigger. If this changed how you see the difficult people in your life, someone you care about is probably dealing with one right now. Send them this summary. Final summary. This summary of 5 Types of People Who Can Ruin Your Life traced one thread. Charm hides danger. Danger runs on a predictable 4-part engine. And the 90% rule lets you catch it before you become a target. Eddy's full book goes further, into the CARS method for managing an HCP once they have locked onto you, the specific scripts for each of the 5 types, and the real difference between a grandiose narcissist who gets even later versus a vulnerable one who explodes immediately. It is essential reading for managers, exes, co-parenting with a difficult partner, or anyone who has felt gaslit into distrusting their own memory. For the full summary of 5 types of people who can ruin your life, plus the infographic and animated video breaking down all 5 personality types, head to the StoryShots app.